Hello, bonjour, Savan. How are we today? It is Friday, July the 24th, 2026, here in downtown Sarnia, just right at the St. Clair River here. It's around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so of course we can't see out the window unless it's like sunset, right? Like around 9 or so. However, oh, that's my squeaky chair here. I'm just bringing on my chimes. Kind of felt like doing this today before we begin. I've been getting a lot of very interesting downloads. So we're just clearing our space here. I do this usually before, but I kind of got the idea, or was shown to do this for you, so you can see it too. I also have my bowl, but you can't see it. It's over there. My Tibetan bowl that I do. But anyway, everything I've been hearing lately in my meditations have been about multidimensionality. We had our first class already about that topic. But everything in meditation, everything every day. Just did a long distance session, just finished that. And again, talking about multidimensionality. The person apparently was only viewing themselves from a me perspective. And of course, I was hearing that it should be now a we perspective, a multidimensional viewing point of ourselves. And that's what is the emphasis now from our spirit guidance, from our higher spiritual light, our resonance in the higher frequencies of the higher light. So it sounds like we're turning a page. We're now going to be focusing on this topic of conversation. And you know, we always talk about these things well in advance of everything else going on your world and your planet. Before everybody else is talking about it, you'll find as this information filters down through the complexes of the brain, the cerebral complexes of the brain, that we will all be attuned to this thought wave and this way of being and presenting ourselves. Because we're all going to get it, in other words, understand it, sooner rather than later, is what I'm hearing. This multidimensionality is us. That's who we are. We're not just this thing here, this physical, electrical, mechanical machine. We're a heck of a lot more than that. So now we have to understand the diversity of our own fields of light. So what I was getting before I came on here was that apparently there's some genetic code being fired up now in our higher light, or a higher line. It's almost line of sight. And it's this proprietorship that where we got what's the word for this to translate the thought forms? Short end of the stick. Let's say it that way. So our proprietorship of these varying and sundry cellular, molecular beings of light here, we got kind of, the short end of the stick. We were supposed to be generationally years in advance by now, but, it's kind of like getting cut off at the knees, right? So we couldn't proceed forward. However, at this juncture point where we're at, where we're speaking to you, with you at, is like a folding in time. If you've ever seen Dune, you know how they fold space. So, we got to travel from point A to point B, and they're like gazillions of light years away. Nah, not really. Quantum fold. You fold space, same space. So we are speaking to you from outside of time and space, and we're giving you a higher grace, right? We speak to you from outer space because we're the beings who have procured your higher race. We are the angelic race. We are the higher, I keep hearing the word proprietorship of the golden race, the human race. So we are referred to as diamond light sky beings. We're actually in training to be higher galactic. That word doesn't make any sense. Give me another word. You can tell this is all new information because it's hard to transmit the thoughts into language when there isn't really language for it. Let's try this again. Okay, so we're transmitting thought waves to you so you can transmit the rest of the ideas to the rest of humanity. And this is what we say to you. We're going to give you some incongru energy treatments too, so you understand which way is the old angelic way and which way is the new. I was getting shown, that's interesting, because I was getting shown that in meditation my meditations this week, and maybe even, I think for over a week now, they've been really deep and almost to the point where I just can't move my physical body. Like even if I wanted to, I can't move it. It's a very deep and intense state of being. And this morning in particular, I was shown, or I was watching my own history of my soul experience here, not in other places, but just this lifetime as this person here. And I was seeing like all the things that, weren't the greatest that I did. And as I was watching myself go through this quick flash of a history of the last number of decades here, it's kind of like, I don't know if I'm liking this. And then it's like, well, we had to have you see you go through all of this so that you know what it's like when you're not like this. So again, that contrast of now I know everything that I don't want to do or to be. Now I know how I don't want to think or act or talk or behave anymore. This is I want the new improved me here. So this was what I was seeing, and then when I was shown all that, which was like in a split second, then it was like this, the door opened and shut. So this is where we're at now, and this is what you're going to be doing from now on, and this is who you are now, and you can be the real you and not the other one, kind of like a plastic. It's like a facsimile of you. Yes, it's kind of sort of, but it's not really all of you. Oh, I hope I'm making some sense to you at this point. Anyway, so again, seeing the polarities, I went through all this karma, went through all this stuff. Yeah, that's the old me. This is the new me. We're going to do everything different here from now on, right? Opening and closing of the door, the shutting of the timelines, in other words. So now we're going to reach into core. We're going to reach into the root, right through to the core light being of the light energy frequency bodies of light. So we're going to the core root chakra, the core root genetic being in the here and now. Okay, so we're going to be showing explicitly some truth here. So you have this energetic genetic code that's waking up. It's being advised. It's getting the message. It's being activated, whatever word you want to call it. It's getting the message that now we're clear. We don't have to adhere to the old sentencing of the lower light. What I've always heard for over 20 years is that advanced spirit light does not hand a loaded gun to a baby. So up until now, we haven't been able to handle this approach of the higher light, from the higher light. We haven't been able to technically advance ourselves enough to the point where we could have that understanding, have that alertness, have that ringing of the bell, that aha moment. Oh, yes, I get it now. We couldn't handle that from a technological point of view because the brainstem wasn't advanced enough for you. So now we're going through these upgrades and these changes and these genetic firings in the holy light. And that's what's changing us. That's what's changing our fear and fright. We're seeing that genetic light come on board, and it's lighting us up in a higher, lighter, brighter way of being. So we're not feeling that fear or fright. We're coming from our strength of purpose, our soul guidance within us, our inner wisdom GPS system that's being fired up, gaining ground, because we have a new higher sound, which is a higher frequency. There's been a new higher frequency load that's been implanted in your higher ground. And that comes from your most holy of holy sounds. Okay, so all of the higher frequencies of light beings, starlight beings are here now, generating a new wisdom of strength and encouragement, helping you to divest yourself of that old energy that was you too, but it's not now you. This is a new transmission of thought. This is where you were once caught, and therefore you were distraught. But now you don't have to be caught. Now you don't have to be distraught. Now you don't have to be angry. Now you don't have to be complacent. Now you don't have to be willing to be being subjected to the lower light. You can just say, toodly-doo off, bye-bye. Like a fly. I've seen it like a flies buzzing around. Get out of my space. That's how easy it's going to be now to retrace your own energy into your higher space, because we're now giving you a genetic peace and grace. So you've had these codes wired in the brainstem for a very long time. It's just that they couldn't come online. But now with the genetic codes being uploaded into a higher load of time, you're able to generate this through the quickening of the mind. So the third eye mind is now divine. So you're giving yourself a new space and a new time. And you're going to manipulate or maneuver this energy in such a way that you're going to be in higher proprietorship of your own energy fields. You're going to own it, in other words. You're not going to be blasted or blown up by somebody else's energy anymore. Okay, it's not going to hurt you anymore. Okay. So all that is now past. Remember, we heard the past does not last. So we're gaining ground through the higher crown. Okay, this is a genetic expound. So we come from the lower fields of light, we build ourselves back up, We have that aha moment from the third eye. Oh, I see everything now as it has been and how it will be, because now we're grounded. We're well grounded in this higher reality. It's like there's a versatility now to it. Yeah, because of the web of desire that's here now for a higher light way of being. Yeah. Okay. So these downloads are going to get greater and greater over time. They're going to make more sense. It's going to be easier for you to turn on a dime. And there's going to be more elasticity in that timeline. So yeah, you can play with your codes more. You can upload more, shift into, regression mode if you want to go back and replay something that's like rewind. And then fast forward. You can go back and forth or forward across any timeline that you wish, that you want to be seen in or at or be a part of for the experience, of course. It sounds kind of cool, doesn't it? It's not like we couldn't do it before. We just weren't radiating enough of our genetic core. So, not going to bother you anymore. All right, so life here is going to become a very radical existence now compared to the way we used to be, or the way we used to see things. And it's going to be like a reclassification of our auric field. And we're going to love it a lot more than what we did before, because it's a generational gap replacement system where we can turn this on a dime and then we'll be fine. It's like being in rewind. Yeah, let's just rewind that timeline, shall we? It's going to be that easy. It's going to be misunderstood by a lot of you who are coming through this transitional timeline right now with these updated codes and uploads. But there will be some who will understand it to a point that they'll go along with it, they'll flow with it. And then there'll be those who never knew their own timelines anyway to begin with. So, it's not going to apply to them at all. Because, not all of us are here from out there. So, yeah, we're going to get more of, I'm hearing it as a differential sequence of thought here. And no. So interesting, because today this is what I'm finding. It's like in and out of this. I'm hearing it as like a displacement theory, like a wave of thought. So it's kind of like it's like a wave. So I'm hearing the information coming in very strong, and then it kind of peters out, and then I have to wait, and then it comes in strength, and I hear it, and then it peters out, and I've never had it like this before. This is very different. I'm not totally understanding what's going on, but as I always do, I go with the flow. I eventually figure it out. I mean, to some point, to some extent. But yeah, I just keep getting this, to talk about it and to transmit this to you. So, yeah, that's kind of disappeared now. Is there anything else no. No, this transmission is going on all day. So I guess like there's like peak times when you can download it more than others, and then there are going to be some who will revel in it and others who will destroy its truth. Well, 'tis what it is, n'est-ce pas? So I'm just going to say, carry on. This is the grand experiment. We're just kind of, rolling with it and rolling with the waves of thought here. And pretty soon we'll know a lot more than we do today. So let's not get in our own way. That's all they have to say. Okay, that's the angelic way. All right. We expose the truth day by day. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go now and figure out the next date in August for our second consecutive multidimensional class online with our audio video call. It went very well. I was able to record it, send it out to everybody as a record of that time period that we had together and all the information that came up. And of course, there's always personal channeling, personal question and answer period after whatever teaching guidance is given, and then I directly channel as well. And then everybody gets to ask a question or have a little discussion if that's what people want. So as you can understand, to work with everybody equally, usually about 10 people is about the limit. So if you do want to join, I'm going to sit down and channel what would be the best day. I have an idea, but I just want to double check. I will post that information on my Facebook page. You can get the link in the description box below, Healing Our Energy. Click follow on there so that you'll have that information, and I will post that there. And just a little sneak peek. It's a secret right now, but have been asked to do another retreat in October. Yeah, it's going to be here. Yay, don't have to travel anywhere. So keep that in mind as well. Yeah, we'll let you know about that as that information becomes available. Okay. Blessings. Take care of yourselves and others. If you do wish to book an appointment with us, and these are audio video calls or long distance sessions if you wish, you can go to the website www.healingourenergy.ca and book your appointment there, and we'll go and we'll speak with you another day. Bye for now.